This trip, we load up the Escapod and get a little further from the house to shake out the systems, but also discover some ancient ruins and seriously beautiful country 30 miles from our doorstep. All right, it's been about a week since we did our first overnight in the camper, and we're gonna head out again. We're gonna go to Fort Mountain State Park in Georgia. It's about an hour away, and just do another overnight, but go a little further. And we're gonna use the other systems on the camper now. The stove, the water system, and the heater, maybe. It's gonna get a little chilly tonight. So we're just going through the process of figuring out what to pack and what we need, and then we'll hitch up and go. Before we knew it, we were at Fort Mountain. Check-in was a snap. Visitor center was well stocked. Aaron booked us a great spot right next to the lake. So we settled in and unloaded. We got here later in the day, but there was still a little time to at least take a short hike around the lake. After that, we just enjoyed ourselves. Aaron read about the different areas of the park we wanted to go see tomorrow.
Generations of archaeologists story on that.
We cooked up our first camp meal, and then we went to bed. All right, first night in, actually not in our backyard, and it went well. We didn't plug in the camper to the power here. We tried to use everything. The only thing we did plug in was Starlink, but that was just because I wanted to catch a football game. But besides that, we're simulating what real camping is going to be like, and it went well. We used all the systems on the camper now. So we used the heater, the hot water heater, the water system, and it all worked great. The propane's easy to hook up, and well, yeah, we cooked as well. So everything worked really well. We keep finding little things that we need to order and buy and have in the camper, and that's why we're doing these shakeout camping trips. But I think that after the next trip or two, we should have this dialed in and have the process pretty well figured out, so that we can just hop in and go and feel like we have everything to enjoy, being out here. So very happy with the camper so far. No problems other than self-inflicted ones. So yeah, it's been a great camper so far. While this was just a quick overnight for us, we still had some time to explore the park before tearing down. There are quite a few trails here, 2 large loops, and then a concentration of easier ones at the top of Fort Mountain. And this spot was right below it. It was an amazing view on a beautiful day. Further up the mountain, there was another lookout facing the other direction. It wasn't a super challenging hike. We saw a little kid doing it in cowboy boots, if that helps. And the payoff was amazing. These are the Cohutta Mountains, southernmost part of the Blue Ridge Mountain Range. It was a perfect day to be up here. There are also some ruins of an old wall up here. That's where Fort Mountain gets its name.
This plaque from the 60s was very speculative about the origins, but there was more modern sign explaining it up by the wall itself. It was pretty impressive. It stretched over 900 feet. Historians don't really know what it was built for or what people built it, but their best guess is Native Americans during the woodland period, 1000 BC to 900 AD. And this isn't the only known structure like this. There's several of these across Georgia. There's even a spooky Cherokee legend that it was built by moon-eyed people, nocturnal people that could see in the dark. And just a little further up the hill from this is an old watchtower built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. It was a beautiful structure, but you can't go in it. Pause here if you want to read about it.
So that was Fort Mountain. Really great camping area. All kinds of different camping. There are spots for small campers. There's some pretty large ones in here. And then there's even primitive camping. You don't even need a tent. Just bring a sleeping bag and you're good to go. They're great bathrooms, 2 different bathrooms in this campground alone. They're super clean, they're warm. Yeah, water at each site, electricity at these sites. Really cool campground. And then there's a ton of things to see. The trails, there's trails for all ages, so little kids, we saw lots of little kids on the different trails. Beautiful views, some historic stuff, Civilian Conservation Corps stuff, lots to explore. Really, really cool park. I think we need to come back here when the leaves are changing. So next year we might get a spot for a weekend and see what this place looks like during October, because I bet you it is beautiful. So that's Fort Mountain. Our next trip is going to be Smoky Mountain National Park, where I'm going to learn how to fly fish. I'm going to meet up with my buddy Tom. He has a different really cool rig, so we'll go dig through that, and we might have a couple of other friends showing up. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next trip.